Hello, friends and family. Welcome back to Drop Ministries, where we drop nothing but the truth with much love and grace. We focused on stress management in the last video to avoid the lengthy content. Today, I'll be concluding on my top 3 lifestyle modifications to help you live longer and boost your quality of life. My top 3 lifestyle modifications are stress management, regular hydration by eating your water, and 3, physical activities. The second lifestyle modification to help you live a long life is hydration. Water is life. Water, they say, has no enemy. Water, you no get enemy. There's nothing we can do without water. 70% of the universe is made out of water. 70% of our body is made out of water. Hydration is not just drinking tap water or bottled water or sachet water, which we call pure water in Africa. Those ones have too much chemicals and stuff inside of it. I prefer the natural water from watermelon, cucumbers, vegetables, and coconut water. Watermelon is a natural aphrodisiac, and coconut water is a natural cardioprotective water. It protects the heart, and it does so many other wonders. Coconut water. If you can't get all this natural food water, like all the time, like coconut water, like watermelon, cucumbers, then you should drink plain water or tap water. Try and drink as much as you can, maybe 5 bottles per day. It is better to drink warm water early in the morning and throughout the day. The third lifestyle modification to help you live a long life is physical activities. Remember, this video is for educational purposes only. Please consult a physician for specific personal medical advice. If it is okay with you and your physician, you should try and exercise at least 30 minutes a day, 4 times a week. You can start with brisk walking, which is fast walking, at least 4 times in a week. And make sure you do at least 30 minutes a day. It is very important you find something that you enjoy so you can continue doing it for a while. For me, I can play lawn tennis for hours. What are the benefits of physical activities? 1. We know regular exercise is important for maintaining a healthy body and for reducing the risk of developing chronic illnesses like heart diseases and diabetes. 2. Studies show that overweight people who exercise regularly outlive their lean counterparts who don't exercise. 3. When you exercise, your body releases 2 major hormones, endorphins and dopamine. Exercise in almost any form can act as a stress reliever. Being active can boost your feel-good endorphins and distract you from daily worries. Endorphins sound like morphine, right? Yeah. They are similar in structure and functions. Yep. The morphine that you take when you're in pain in the hospital has similar structures with endorphins. In fact, endorphins are more potent than a muffin. 4. Dopamine is released in the brain when you do things you enjoy, such as eating your favorite foods, shopping, and exercising. When we exercise, dopamine tells our brain that this is a pleasurable experience and that we should keep engaging in this activity. Dopamine is sometimes called the motivation hormone, and low dopamine levels can lead to low motivation. Dopamine increases your confidence. 5. Exercise can improve mood in healthy people and help with symptoms of depression and anxiety. 6. Exercise can also increase oxygen supply to the brain, which can help it repair, regenerate, and function better. These can improve learning and creativity. 7. Exercise may also help with Parkinson's disease, including motor improvements and reducing the need for dopamine replacement therapy. For some of us, we know that Parkinson has to do with low dopamine levels in the brain. And if we exercise, our body releases dopamine. So it counteracts the Parkinson's effect. It helps reduce the Parkinson's effect, or it helps reduce the chances of having Parkinson's disease. So exercise is very important. Remember, my 3 favorite tips for living a long life are stress management, regular hydration by eating your water, and physical activities. So, we spoke about stress management in the last video. And in this video, I just finished talking about regular hydration by eating your water, such as watermelon, cucumbers, and vegetables. And I talked about physical activities. I'm going to give you 2 additional tips that may boost your quality of life and make you live longer. Those 2 additional tips are what? Love and food. Yep, love and food. Let me talk about love. We need to practice love. Love conquers all. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It keeps no records of wrongdoing. AKA, which means forgiveness. Please forgive them. If you forgive them, you're doing yourself a favor. The second extra tip is food. Watch what you eat. Try and avoid these 3 categories of food. Processed foods. Try as much. Anything that has to be packaged, try and avoid it. Try and get whole foods like plantain, potatoes, the things you have to cook yourself. Beans, anything that's not processed. Avoid processed food as much as possible. Avoid oily foods. Anything you have to cook with oil. Any kind of oil. Olive oil, all those kind of oil. Because I heard those oils are not meant to be cooked in hot temperature. Avoid any oily food. Sugars. Try and avoid all extra sugars. Sugars from your soda, sugars from your ice cream, from candy, from bread. Any extra sugar, try and avoid it. Try to eat natural herbs and special fruits, such as soursop. Soursop is a tropical fruit. It's green, on the outside and white on the inside. I heard it's good to help prevent cancer. Moringa, flax seeds. I heard flax seeds are good for blood pressure. Unripe plantains for diabetes. Lots of okra for diabetes. Bitter leaf soup or extract for diabetes. Hibiscus drink for blood pressure. That's what we call zobo in Nigeria and Africa. Boiled pawpaw leaves, papaya leaves. My father used to boil those leaves back in the days and drink the extract. It's good for fever, it's good for typhoid, it's good for so many other things. Lemon water. So when I usually take these products, I take them religiously for a few weeks. And then I'm off of them for about a week to let my body do its thing. FYI, we need to start planting some of these foods in our houses. There's a rumor that some wicked people are trying to control the availability of natural seeds and foods in the world. Some control freaks. We have to say no to GMO, genetically modified organisms, be it plant or animal. Can you imagine? We have some GMO animals, man-made meat. What a crazy world. Finally, I'm going to leave you with one good word of the Bible. It says, godliness with contentment is great gain. So, godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if you have food, and clothing, we will be content with that. Godliness, that means living a righteous, godly life with contentment. Ìtẹ́lọ́rùn, onítẹ́lọ́rùn ló náyé.
Just like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Ẹ bá mi share.